Sometimes I like to ask people, out of curiosity, what made you move to Dubai? And then they tell me, and most of the people that are married with kids, they're telling me, especially if they're from the UK.
Do you think the visa processes, like the residency for an employee,
Yeah.
is a hindrance for that hire and fire policy?
Visa has been the main reason for a lot of employees leaving.
You believe people living and working in Dubai have a better work-life balance?
Some do have a work-life balance, some don't.
Why do you think a lot of people flock to Dubai?
Some experienced people do end up getting more salaries, some don't.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Dubai Uncovered. Today we have a very, very interesting guest with a typical Dubai story. She came to Dubai as a tourist and ended up being a resident out here. So welcome Meher.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure's all ours. Would you like to introduce yourself and talk a bit about yourself as to what you do and where you come from? A bit of your history we want to know.
Right, so I'm Meher, born and raised in London. By origin, I am half Pakistani, half Kuwaiti.
Nice.
And I came here almost, let's say, nearly 3.5, 4 years ago. I came as a tourist, post-COVID, depressed like any other person came, just done with life, done with the UK and everything. Came here for a 1-month holiday and just never looked back, really. In the meantime that I was here thinking, I was exploring, I was going out and about. Eventually I got a bit bored. I was like, okay, 1 month is a bit too much. What I did, spoke with a couple of friends that were already out here that were working. They seemed pretty happier and they were from back home. They shared some experiences with me and I thought, okay, do you know what? Let me do something temporarily. Let me work or do like something part-time. I created my CV, which I never did before because I was self-employed. I've always been self-employed.
Nice.
So I created a CV. I was like, okay, not bad. So then I had applied and I was hired as a talent acquisition specialist in my first company, which was a real estate brokerage.
Okay.
And then since then, I built my network on LinkedIn, went out on social media. I posted recruitment content. I learnt recruitment by myself. And it was kind of like an accidental career.
Oh.
I'd applied for like anything and everything when it comes to roles. Recruitment wasn't on the cards. It just happened to be there because the lady that was interviewing me, she said, I like the way you speak. And because you've also had your own business, so I'm sure you know the gist of how hiring for your own business could be like. And she goes, come on board and let's just do this. And then that's it. I never looked back. One thing led to another. Then I got headhunted to an even bigger organization and then worked my way from there and worked so hard on my personal branding to the point where people know me. People know me as a recruiter.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So previously, what was your business? If you can give us some information on
I
that.
did a lot of things.
Yeah.
I would do something for a small period of time and then I'd be like, okay, it's not for me. I did, prior to recruitment, I ran a salon and prior to the salon, I did a bit of acting.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I did a bit of acting, and then prior to that, I did a lot of things. It's just I would do something for a short period of time, and it's not like I wouldn't get any success out of it. Sometimes you're jumping from different things and you're not getting success out of it. In my case, it was the opposite. I was getting success out of it. Like I was enjoying it, but then the spark, it would die out, it will fizzle out, and I would start getting bored very easily. But I was doing this in multiple different countries. I come back in the UK and then again, the vibe is not there. And I could just never think, what do I want to do? And I've said this many times. I eventually realized to a point that it's not what I was doing, it was where I was doing it. I said, the problem is not with what I'm picking to do. The problem is I'm not happy in the UK anymore and I'm just disconnected. Because I used to listen to a lot of people's stories and they would tell me, I was born here and then I moved here. I said, how can you leave your home country? Like,
Yeah.
how is that possible? Sometimes you
Yeah.
question, you're like, you spend all your life there and then you move to another country.
Absolutely.
And then when it comes down to you, I was like, oh God, it's my turn. This is how it's happening. And I think if COVID hadn't happened, maybe my perspective would have been a bit different. COVID, it wasn't a blessing for many, but it kind of was for me. It was an accidental blessing.
Okay.
It made me realize even more that, you know what? Pack your bags, girl. You need to go somewhere else. And it just happened to be Dubai.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, it was scary at first because, you think that it's Dubai. And when you're living in the UK, you're thinking, oh my God, it's the most expensive city out there.
Yeah.
Because when you reach out to people and you say, oh, why don't you come and visit me in Dubai? They're like, oh no, it's so expensive. You have that perspective. And then I came out here and life was just completely different.
But don't you think that's a myth that Dubai is very expensive?
It is because, I mean, personally, I'm from the UK.
Yeah.
And when I convert pounds to like dirhams,
Mhm.
it's not much of a difference.
Exactly.
It is literally exactly how it is. If anything, there's no tax or there's no extra cherry on top to anything wherever I go. And I do think a lot of people from the UK have kind of moved over because it is literally the cost of living is almost the same as the UK.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So the reason I asked you that is because you've lived in the UK.
Yeah.
You've lived in Dubai. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give our audience a perspective as to the living costs are
Yeah.
practically very, very similar, if not lower.
If not, way more cost efficient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quality to
Absolutely,
it. There's quality to it. Back in the UK, there's a lot of things that you pay a lot of price for. You don't get the quality for it.
True.
Here, it's quantity and it's both quality.
Very
So
true.
that's the thing that I think kind of attracts people.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
Which other countries have you worked in?
Oh, I have gone to Pakistan. That's where I did the acting.
Okay.
And
Can we see you in any of the
yes, but
Pakistani
I'm not
dramas?
going to
Yeah?
mention it was years back. The thing is, growing up, I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies and
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of Pakistani dramas because my mum's mum, my grandma, used to watch a lot of Pakistani and Indian dramas.
Okay.
And so I became more fluent in Hindi and Urdu.
Mm.
And I started reading Urdu because I used to read Arabic and write in Arabic as well. And I started doing the same in Urdu. But of course, when I went to Pakistan, compared to a lot of people, I had the most, washed out accent compared to them.
Yeah.
Because you think in the UK, you're like, yeah, I speak the best Urdu. And your friends are like, oh my God, you speak so good. And then you go to Pakistan and everyone's speaking even more better than you. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like it's worse because we have a problem with the R pronunciation.
Yes.
And it's like we have a lisp, then we don't. And same, like recently I started polishing up my Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
Again, when I'm speaking with someone with Arabic, it's like, oh God.
Accents matter.
Accents matter.
The way we pronounce each and every word, it matters a lot.
100%. And that being said, then I started taking remote work as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would go Geneva, I'd go abroad to Toronto, I'd go here, I'd go there. I went all over Europe. It was like I would find work or do things that would keep me occupied, like digitally.
Okay.
But it's just I wasn't feeling at ease in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
COVID literally happened, and I was just like, okay, I mean, because I was the only person out of my whole family who caught COVID. Everyone was COVID. Yeah, I was quite surprised. And then, of course, I went all depressed and everything. And I was like, what should I do? And I literally said, I want to come to Dubai to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Okay.
My mom was like, okay. She was trying to make me feel better. What do you want? I said, Mama, I want to go on a holiday somewhere. And I like to travel alone. So she goes, tell me, where do you want to go? And I was like, I want to go to Dubai. And then I went to Dubai and literally one thing led to another. And I love the fact that a lot of things in my life have happened without planning.
Okay.
This was the most unplanned. And I loved it.
Mm.
You should plan. But in my life, in my experience, things have happened without planning.
Interesting.
This was the biggest unplanned blessing that could ever happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So you've worked in multiple places.
Multiple, yeah.
And then finally you've decided to establish yourself in Dubai.
Yeah.
Live here
Yeah.
for the longer term.
Yeah.
And this is what you call home.
Yeah.
Yeah. A very, very good example for our audience who's looking to move here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And establish themselves.
Yeah.
You're more of an example and a case study for them how to approach things while they're moving here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in the recruitment business.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the advice that you'd like to give the audience when they're planning very, very initial steps? What are the things that they should be looking at and considering while thinking about moving to Dubai?
See, when we say in terms of cost of living, yes, Dubai tends to be a bit more efficient, and you get to have, multiple options when it comes to affordability here. But that doesn't mean you just pack your bags and you leave for Dubai.
Yeah.
People have been doing that. There's a lot of cases I've seen. They're like, okay, all right, khalas, I'm going to Dubai. But there's no, financial backup. They're not thinking it through. They think, okay, especially in the field that I'm in, real estate, they think they're seeing people make money, they're seeing people do their thing, and they think, okay, I'll just go there and it will happen overnight. That's not how it works. You have to come with proper planning, because even though I came as a holiday, and it was a 1 month holiday or anything like that, I came thinking ahead. I came thinking, okay, if I finish my holiday in Dubai, maybe I'd want to go somewhere else. But of course, I utilized that here in Dubai because I extended my stay. But for me, it was finance. For me, it was, okay, if I need to pay rent, I need to be covered. Transportation, everything. Like if I need to gather so much, enough that I can get on with it myself. So I don't have to pick up the phone and ring my parents.
Yeah.
Because the minute I ring my parents and say, Mom, I'm struggling, or she'll be like, come back home. It's okay. You have a home here.
Yes.
And when I packed my bags to leave the UK to come to Dubai, I went with the intention that there ain't no going back. I will end up going somewhere else. I'll end up going North Pole, but I'm not going to go back to the UK. I had that intention. I didn't know where I was going to go. I was going to go left, right, but I had that intention. And whenever I've had that intention, it's worked in my favor. But that being said, definitely people need to plan it through. People need to look into, okay, starting from rent, starting from opportunities, starting from if they're coming out here for jobs, what is the difference between what they're getting paid over there and what they're getting paid out here? Because there's a lot of things. You could be at such a high paid post over there, but when you come to the UK, you're back to zero. Some people think, oh no, I'll just add on. No. Here, people don't know you. Your experience comes down to nil. Nobody knows what you're doing in your country out there.
True.
When you come to UAE, you start from fresh. You just have to build it back up. Yes, of course, the years of experience you have, the profile that you have, it does give, an easier boost, like a head start to a lot of things. But then again, you are a beginner in many other parts. People do need to do their research, and I keep insisting. And I still end up hearing horror stories. But wherever you go, not just in Dubai, wherever, if you know you're going to pack your bags and you want to go, or you see your future somewhere else, you want to work somewhere else, you need to do your planning in all aspects.
That's rightly said. That's rightly said. And a lot of failures, what I've seen, happens because people have not planned it well.
Yeah.
It's not because of the city or because of the job.
Yeah.
It's just that they've not planned their move perfectly.
They don't even have a plan B.
Exactly.
Because even, I'm sure you and I both, when we came out here, we were like, okay, if Dubai doesn't work out, khalas, we'll go somewhere else. We always have to have a plan B.
Yeah.
I mean, UK was my plan Z. UK was my plan Z. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going back. But I did have a plan B, because I have family abroad. So I was like, okay, I'll just go here. Or I'll end up going Canada or somewhere because I have family there. Yeah. I'll do something. But because you need to always have a plan B.
There's a lot of competition between Canada and Dubai in terms of people migrating.
Yeah, I'd say more between UK and Canada. And Dubai cannot be competed with.
Yeah.
There is no competition.
There's no
There is no country that you can say is competing with Dubai. Like Dubai has set the standard so high for expats, it's unbelievable. Like it's even left the UK and Canada behind.
Perfectly said.
Yeah.
Perfectly said.
Yeah.
In your opinion,
Yeah.
how much of a financial buffer a person needs to create while moving to Dubai?
Again, it really depends. Are you moving out here alone? Are you moving out here with family? What industry are you aiming towards?
Let's consider a
Single?
young person
Yeah.
similar to you who's looking to establish themselves in this city.
Yeah.
They don't have any family at that moment, and they just want to come alone.
Definitely, in my eyes, see, I can't put a specific figure to it. Why? Because my cost of living might be a bit more higher than yours, or yours might be a bit
100%.
but definitely in your mind, look through at least, whether you have it in you to share a flat or get your own place, and whatever you feel like is reasonable, need to at least have 6 months of that.
6 months of
6 months of that minimum.
Yeah.
Even 6 months will go by like this, you won't even realize.
Yeah.
If you can be covered for a whole year, brilliant. But 6 months, at least you need to know. Because at least what I have seen, it at least takes, just like when you open up your own business, it takes at least 2 to 3 months to figure out which direction am I heading towards. And you will know whether Dubai is for you or it isn't for you.
True.
True. In terms of the opportunity you have chosen, or in terms of surviving out here. It is a fantastic city. But again, they say it's for everyone, but it isn't either. Because you need to see whether you're made for it. You're made for the way things are set out here. You're made for the costs, the standard of living out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Competitiveness.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. According to you, what are the reasons that is making people convert from tourists who come here for the first time and then looking at Dubai as a place they want to stay for the longer term?
See, there are a lot of factors. Like, we could be sitting here literally all day, but in my eyes, definitely is the opportunities to begin with. A lot of people, including myself and you and many others out there, tax.
Yeah.
Tax is like an enemy. Tax is like that, how do I say, that bad neighbor, that just keeps complaining and you're just like that. Tax is like a screeching animal. I hate tax.
Yeah.
Tax took a lot away from me. Even tax did not even leave me even during COVID times. Tax was everywhere. And when I came here, it's like, tax, what is that?
Yes.
Even with anything that you do, definitely, I have seen that for everything I was earning back in the UK, a big chunk of that was going towards tax. And when I came out here, for every penny I have earned, it's gone in my pocket. And I love that. So I think that's almost 99.9%, 100% now, to be honest.
So tax is one of the main reasons.
Definitely tax.
Yeah. Okay.
Second thing was definitely whether you're a single person or whether you're a family guy or woman, safety.
Very important.
Safety, because going back from the UK, when I came out here, I was very anxious. I was very, very anxious. I've seen my phone literally be stolen from my salon in broad daylight.
Wow.
I've seen houses get burgled, the cars get stolen from outside a proper protected gate where there's like 14 other cameras in the house.
And that's a developed country.
It's bizarre. Yeah.
Wow.
By the time you ring up the police, I don't know, they've taken it to the other city.
Oh.
Literally. Safety is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to see anyone carrying knives and guns or anything like that. The way you have seen over there. I, as a woman, was so anxious, so anxious that I would double lock my door and I would sometimes keep something heavy near it. Even though I've always lived with family all my life.
And this was daily.
It was daily.
Imagine doing this daily. Oh.
So no, but that was when I moved newly to Dubai because I wasn't aware of how safe it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So back in the UK, there's been so many burglaries, literally, even in our house. And then to a point where my mum would start with 2 cameras turned to 4 cameras, 4 cameras. Now we have almost like 8, 9 cameras.
Oh my.
On every corner.
Imagine living like that every day.
Yeah. My mum's had the same car stolen twice.
Oh no. Oh.
To a point where she was like, I think this car is jinxed. Let me just buy another car. Like it was insane. We've had people, like sometimes when you're walking, because I used to hate walking from the station to the house, even though our house was round the corner. You know, sometimes to central London, we avoid using the car. So we take the underground. I'd come back and I'd get so paranoid that there's someone walking behind me because I've seen so many stories as someone, I don't know, has been, stabbed around the corner to their house. I've heard so many bizarre stories.
Yeah.
And you come from the UK and you have that PTSD. You're really, oh my God. And then to a point where I have left my door unlocked and everything's untouched in my house. I left my car keys actually in a store, like somewhere, and literally my car was parked outside. That whoever could have grabbed the keys, they could have just easily found my car. My keys were still there. Like you feel relieved, you feel healed, you feel good.
That's typical Dubai, you know.
You
Dubai
can
spoils
breathe.
us.
I've walked out 6 a.m. for a walk, and I know there's people walking around. You know, I feel so good. I do admit this, and not a lot of people will think I'm an anxious person. I'm a very anxious person. I used to be so anxious and my body would shake because, you know, you go in that flight and fight mode. And that's how I was. When I came out here, you have no idea. Dubai has, and I'm probably speaking on behalf of a lot of people, Dubai has healed me. The safety has healed me. Knowing I'm safe here. When I go back to London, guess how many days I go back for?
How many days?
This time I went for 4 nights and 5 days.
That's it.
I can't stay anymore. I start panicking. My anxiety comes back. I'm like, okay, yalla, masalama, I'm going, bye. Like literally. And then when I come back here, I'm like, okay, I'm safe.
I'm
home.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I have family there. That's where that's where I've been raised. So it's crazy. But definitely, safety is the number 2 and the main factor for a lot of people that are moving over to Dubai. In my case, of course, I'm unmarried. I don't have any responsibilities there. But people that are family people, it's an extra bonus for them. You know,
True.
they want to look out for a lot of things.
Yeah.
The kids and what kind of environment they're studying in, a lot of things, and of course, what's being studied as well, that too is affecting them at this cost as well. Well, I know it is in the UK.
Interesting point.
Yes, it is.
Very, very interesting.
It is. It's a very big factor.
Yeah.
Because when I'm even speaking with candidates as well, I like to know more about them. And sometimes I like to ask people, out of curiosity, what made you move to Dubai? And then you tell me, and most of the people that are married with kids, they're telling me, especially from the UK, they're like, oh, we just don't like the certain curriculums that are being taught to our children. I'm like, okay.
That very, very same point is more of an influencing factor with Canadians.
Yeah. They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. So that is the number 1 reason for Canadians to move to Dubai.
Yeah.
Then, of course, it comes the taxes and the safety and the other reasons. The financial benefits they come here with, which is better salary packages, more money in the pocket, end of the day. Yeah, but the curriculum and children are the number 1 priority for them.
Yeah, has to be because there's only a limit to how much you can protect your children. And if this if this becomes a even bigger shield to avoid them, being
Yeah,
taught
yeah.
or being exposed to certain things, then why not? Every parent has a right to protect their children in whatever
Absolutely.
way.
Absolutely.
Some agree to what's happening, some don't. Every person to their own opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've spoken about the good parts of and the good reasons
Yeah.
why you should be moving to
Yeah.
Dubai. What is it, in your opinion, Dubai is lacking in terms of inviting people here?
Honestly, in my eyes, Dubai as a city, I don't think it lacks anything. Maybe because I'm so much in love with it.
Yeah.
But if you were to ask me in terms of what it's lacking, I'd say it's not the city that's making it lack things, it's the people.
Okay.
So when I say people as well, is a lot of expats I've seen.
Mhm.
In terms of companies, I think I'd see it more professionally. So when I'm seeing people, in terms of hiring, for example, the retention rates is ridiculous. There's a lot of hiring and firing stuff going on,
Yeah.
mainly from the route where they don't do quality recruitment and then they complain later that, oh, you know, we don't have people, or they're not staying, or we're having to fire them, or they're just being terminated because you're not doing good quality hiring in the first place.
Mhm.
So retention is very ridiculous. And I'm not just in real estate, in general,
In general.
I have seen, because I don't just keep my eye out in the real estate industry. I
Yeah.
see, because I read a lot, and I have friends that are also recruiters. So we exchange a lot of our knowledge and information. So retention is ridiculous. Expectations as well. There are a lot of places where the experienced people are priorities, and a lot of people that are newbies or freshers or are looking to genuinely have a fresh start to their lives,
Yeah.
not being able to get that opportunity because the standards are so high within these companies, within these fields, these industries.
But that's typical Dubai. Dubai is a competitive
But
place,
then, yeah, no, I get that. See, the thing is, Dubai has opened its doors to anyone and everyone. That's why people are like, you know, they feel welcomed.
Yeah.
But there are some people that have walked through the door that have the power, the authority to pick and choose, but they're not picking and choosing in the right manner, or they're being very selective, or they're just being very strict, or they're not opening the doors further to the people that may not have the experience, but they do have the qualities. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a tricky one, because when we get into it, it just gets even more messier.
Yeah.
Some people they want to agree with me, some don't.
Do you think the visa processes, like the residency for an employee,
Yeah.
is a hindrance for that hire and fire policy? Because when you're onboarding an employee,
Yeah.
the upfront costs are pretty expensive for an employer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you think the retention part is because of that, one of the reasons? Or is purely the talent and the dedication of the employee?
What I do know is visa has been the main reason for a lot of employees leaving.
You mean the employer's not providing
visa?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It gets very messy when you talk about in the real estate industry. I can't speak on behalf of any other industry.
Yeah.
But if I was to speak on behalf of real estate industries, there are a lot of companies that provide visa from the get-go. And then some of them have made up their so-called policies of when they're going to provide the visas,
Yeah.
how they're going to provide the visas. You know, some people have made up these so-called rules. So I guess visa is, I mean, it's been the number one, top 3 reasons to when I'm asking someone, well, what was the reason for you leaving your country, your company? They say it was visa.
Okay.
We were promised this, you know, but we didn't get this, or I've been chasing them up for visa, but it's not this. So visa does get it a bit messy. And ideally, if someone has signed the offer, they're joining you, you should provide it from the get-go. That person's your employee. Now, if they want to stay later, if they don't, it's a gamble, I believe, that every company owner has to get themselves involved in.
Yeah, but from an employer's perspective, the employee is aware of the situation, right?
Yeah.
They're not being forced to get into that situation and then not perform and then not being provided a visa. Essentially, a visa is not provided to any prospective employees because they've not performed.
You then tend to get two types of employees: the ones that have read and they agree, and they know that this is something that they will be facing, and then the other ones that have read, have agreed, and then they will they will still argue with it.
Okay.
You get the two types. They will both read. They will both go through all the contracts and everything.
Yeah.
Some will go through according to your procedures. Some will still tackle you.
Yeah.
They don't care. They want to still break free from it.
Sure.
So you get the goods and the bads.
Fair point. Fair point. What are the difference? What is the difference basically between Dubai as experiencing it as a tourist and experiencing as a person who's living here and working here?
As a tourist, anybody that has come to Dubai has absolutely loved it. Anyone and everyone I personally know, they absolutely love Dubai. Yes, of course, when you're living here as a resident, you will, whatever we splash off in a 1 week holiday, we will probably save that for a whole month.
Yeah.
So we have to kind of keep it a bit relaxed here. We're not going out on brunches and beach clubs every single day.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a balance. We're not sitting at the Burj Khalifa every single day either. But as a tourist, a lot of people come here, they refresh their minds. But a lot of tourists I have seen, they do think about, okay, what if I lived here? That does pass by their mind. A lot of people I've known, they've come for a holiday and they're like, how would it be living here? That's one, whether or not they choose or decide to live here or not, but they do ask me these questions. How's it like living here? How's it like living here? They're very intrigued. Yeah. Because many holidays you go on, you're like, okay, all right, I've ticked it off my bucket list, and you don't think about that holiday destination again.
True.
But Dubai, it has always crossed people's minds that how would it be like living here?
Yeah.
But as a resident, again, it's very different. It's very different because I'd say you are enjoying, but not as much as a tourist would, because we all are now, we know it's a fast-paced city, and we too have become a part of this fast-paced environment. So the time to go brunches and, beach clubs, that cuts down. You get so caught up with the working lifestyle here. I don't remember the last time I went to the beach club, and I used to go every other weekend.
Okay.
I like being under the sun. I don't remember the last time I walked on the beach.
So Dubai's kept you busy.
It's kept me very busy. And since I've opened up my own company, it's been even more busier.
That's nice.
Yeah, which I can't complain. It's going very well, but it's very hard to kind of sit down and unwind. You do tend to do it. It depends on you when you make the time.
Yeah.
But you can't do it as much as a tourist would. Tourists is taking their annual leave and they've come down here for a whole week and they're chilling.
But that's the typical tourist lifestyle,
right? It's a typical
right?
tourist lifestyle, yeah.
So when you're working, you're focused on your work.
Yeah.
As a tourist, you're focused more on sightseeing and having a good time.
But then again, the one big advantage that a resident would have is, say when I was back in the UK, you feel every weekday. You will not move any other weekday. Like you will go, it's like eat, sleep, home, work, repeat. You're in that box. Here, I don't know why, no matter how much of a busy day I've had, it could be like yesterday was a Wednesday and I had a very busy day. I still went out in the evening. I still relaxed. I still chilled. It felt like a weekend when I knew it was a weekday. So this is something that you get to enjoy as well. Like, because as a tourist, you've taken that limited time out, right? To come out and enjoy, and then you have to get back to it. Here, I'm enjoying the weekday. I'm working it through, and I get to do whatever I want in the evening, knowing that I have full access to whatever nice places I want to go to. So I think residents have that upper hand as well. Right?
So you believe people living and working in Dubai have a better work-life balance?
Some do have a work-life balance, some don't. And the ones that do,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I do, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like the fact that back in any other places that I'd work, even back home, weekday it felt like a weekday.
Yeah.
Sunday was literally, oh God, like anxiety. Here, Sunday is like, okay, I'm going to go do Pilates, go chill, go relax and do yoga at the beach and know that this is the first time in my life I look forward to a Monday. I never used to look forward to a Monday. Back in the UK, whether I was in school, or I was at uni, whether I was working, I hated Mondays. Now Monday is my favorite day.
But that's the work culture here, right?
It's the vibe as well.
Exactly.
It's the atmosphere as well. And because I'm in a city that I enjoy being in, I enjoy the way it works. I enjoy the way you get paid for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of these factors, the dopamine is still high. You look forward to it. You look forward to every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going up. You look forward to it even a Sunday. Because, things are a bit more in your control out here, So, yeah.
I get that point.
Yeah.
Very well said. So why is it that the British community is more inclined towards Dubai as compared to the European countries?
I mean, I can't speak on behalf of everyone, but most of the people that I have are also from the UK. The thing is, it feels no different over there. They're pretty much the same. It's like same river, different boats.
Better weather.
Huh?
Better weather.
I wouldn't even say better weather. I mean, I'm made for the summer, but for someone else that's from the UK, it may be too hot for them. But when I say when you're living in the UK, when you're going to European countries, I don't know. I feel like it's the same misery. It's the same lifestyle. It's like I say, again, you're in the same river, different boat. That's literally how UK is and all the other European countries. They're no different to us. When you come out to Dubai, there's a lot of things that incline people. You're more aware of a lot of things. When you're back in the UK, for example, I'd give you, when I'm meeting, let's say, a Russian, or when I'm meeting an Indian, they're just Russian, they're just Indian. Okay, I know nothing about their culture. I know nothing about where they're from. I'm like, okay, you're Russian? Okay. You're Indian? Okay. You come out here in Dubai, oh, you're from Kerala. Oh, you're from Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
And I have tried their cuisines. I have heard their music. I have indulged in their culture because there's so much access to all of that out here.
Very
you
true.
become more aware. I feel like back in the UK, you're in a small box. You just know, okay, it's this, okay, it's that. Your knowledge is very limited. You haven't experienced anything, I mean, apart from, I think, Chinese, Italian, and my cultural food, I didn't experience any other foods. Came out here, I have tried almost about 15 different cuisines.
Nice.
It makes you more aware that, there's a world beyond that. And there's more beyond to these things. So I feel like that does attract people. I think it makes someone from the UK who's been feeling a bit miserable, so done with life over there, they come out here and they're like, oh, wow. Firstly, people that smile back at you. Then no one's smiling at you over there. Because I remember when I went back to the UK, no one was smiling back. I came back here, they're like, you're right. Someone's helping me pick my bag from the carousel in the airport. Like, people are very giving here. Whether it's even the local nationals or the expats that have been living out here.
Right.
Like, everyone's just there's more warmth. So I think that is a very big factor that I think attracts people out here. And the rest, it just adds on, so many different things. Again, also what we have access to. Little things, which may sound bizarre to other people when they're never here. I mean, the other day, I wanted to fill up my car. I don't need to go to a petrol pump. I ordered
to you.
Cafu, it came, filled up my tank. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's you're being pampered. There are a lot of things. Groceries coming in 15 minutes. A lot of things. I'm ordering an iPad. I'm ordering, this, that, the other. It's like you're being spoiled. When you go to a country where the quality is high and the resources are spoiling you, everybody loves to be spoiled.
Absolutely.
So you're not finding that, nor in the UK, nor in the European countries, to answer your question. And you're finding it here in Dubai, 100%. You would leave it in a heartbeat, Go back in the UK and I wanted to order groceries and I was like, oh, I have to go to the corner shop. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Hey, I came back. It's coming in, not even 15 minutes. It came in 8 minutes. So I was just like, okay. I think it's definitely the quality of life, the resources. And again, it's so people oriented, happy people oriented.
Happy people.
Yeah.
People are not depressed. People are always looking to have a conversation, a nice conversation.
Don't get me wrong. Stress and depression is out here.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. There's just something in the air or something with Dubai where it doesn't get to you as much as it would if you were anywhere else.
Okay. Fair point. So you started your journey as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
How's that as an experience for you? How does it make you feel?
It feels amazing. It gave me enough courage to, after being an in-house recruiter for almost nearly 3 years, 3.5 years, it was still alive within me that I knew that if I can run my own show, I can do it again.
Yeah.
So despite being an in-house recruiter for 3.5 years, I was still very firm and solid that, okay, after a little while, I'm still going to go back to being my own boss again, and which I did. I promised myself that, okay, after the last company that I was with, that if I was to move, I'm no longer going to be an in-house recruiter. I'm going to run my own show. I'm going to have my own recruitment agency, because I had worked very hard in that time with my personal branding. Social media, I think, is just, even back when I was in the UK, I've always been on social media. I've loved creating videos, content, and speaking on camera. I love the camera. So I felt like as I was building that up, I was like, okay, I knew that there's going to be a voice within me that's going to tell me, listen, girl, go back to being an entrepreneur again. And not long ago, I think that voice came and I was like, okay, yalla, let's do this. So I think once you become an entrepreneur, it's like you've thrown yourself in the jungle. You know how to survive.
Yeah.
So whether you go for working for somebody else, which some people, so in some cases, they cannot, because once you're used to working for yourself, you cannot work for someone else.
Absolutely.
In my case, I was a bit, I think I was a bit too pressured, because I became self-employed at a very young age. And I don't know, a big factor is I'm a woman. So I'm very like, oh, my emotions were all over the place.
Yeah.
So I gave in, and plus I was in a different city. So I said, you know what, it's okay. I'll have a fixed salary. Came with commission. I had stability there. I built it up, and I needed to build that, how do I say, that strength back again. That was within me, that yes, I can be an entrepreneur again. Like I can get in that field again. But I was just so broken from the whole COVID time that I was like, I need to gather the strength again.
Okay.
And eventually, okay, yes, it took me about 3 years to get it back. I was like, okay, the minute I knew I'm ready, I was like, okay, let's get this ball rolling.
You took on the opportunity.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because every time you feel like, the moment you feel like you're ready to work for yourself, to run your own show, you need to aim, you need to go for it. And that's what I did. Rather than spending any time further with the company, I was like, I'm going.
Absolutely.
Makes
sense.
thing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why do you think a lot of people flock to Dubai? Is because of the handsome salaries, or it's because of the quality of life?
I wouldn't say it's salaries, because it's the truth that, how do I say, I say not all 5 fingers are aligned. That's the same way when it comes to salaries. Some experienced people do end up getting more salaries, some don't. It's all down to, of course, how the interviewing process works, what field you're going into, what kind of industry,
Yeah.
who's your hiring manager. A lot of factors like that come through. So opportunities, yes. When they think of opportunities, they think salary. But then a lot of people come down to Dubai and they're like, oh, that's not how we perceived it.
Yeah.
How Dubai is overall as a city, how the vibes are, yes, everybody looks forward to it. But I think it's more quality of life. Quality of life. Everybody believes that, yes, I'll come out here and I'll get an amazing salary. But I do definitely think it's the fact that everybody's probably frustrated and know that, they just want to move from where they are. I think everyone's just so done with what they're doing that they want to try something new. And that something new is Dubai. Because like I said, it sets such a great standard. And, they say there's this product and you've got multiple great customer feedback.
Yeah.
You'll purchase that product. That's how it is in Dubai. Not a single person is saying that, oh no, do you know what, I'm not fond of the city, or I don't like the city, or anything like that. No. Everyone, whether they have decided to stay here or they've left, they've always remembered it for the good. It's always had a good impact in their lives. So that's what I believe.
Perfect. So it's just not the salaries, it's the quality of life.
It's the quality of life, the safety.
Yeah.
And again, tax.
See, in life,
definitely,
taxes and death are the two certainties.
Yeah.
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 Sadly.
Yeah.
We have to kind of deal with it.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So, what's the one thing, if fixed back home, that will make you consider moving back to the UK?
Oh, I think the list is very long now.
Okay.
I feel like the more time that I've spent in these 3 to 3.5 years, the list has just got longer and longer and longer. Like the more time you will spend in Dubai, the more the list of comparison, it will just grow. At the beginning, it was okay, safety, okay, maybe the nice restaurants or the good places, or the last minute accesses that I get, or the 15 minutes groceries, these nitsy bitsies. As I started spending time, the list started getting even more longer. I was like, okay, well, there's room for growth. There's opportunities. The networking is to another level out here, no matter what industry you're in. Over there, the people can barely speak to each other. After 6 o'clock, none of your colleagues want to speak to you. You're barely going out for work drinks over there. That's how the culture is. Here, everyone is spending a lot of time. Like if we're colleagues, like we will check up on each other. We will, do a lot of things to team bonding. We would actually, give a damn about each other. Yeah. That's not out there. There are a lot of things. And I've got friends back in the UK, probably friends I've even, grown up with. But friends that I've made out here, literally, I've been upset, or I've needed to rant, or like something's troubling me. They've literally paused what they're doing and they've literally been there for me.
Nice.
So I feel like not just professionally, but on a personal level, you get to meet such fantastic people. People from different ethnic backgrounds I've never even met have turned out to be really good friends of mine. So I think there are, I know one point is leading to another, but it's because my brain is just brainstorming, and then it's going to one thing, it's going to another, it's going to another. The list just keeps on going on. And again, I'm sure you'd probably add into so many more things out there as well.
Definitely. I completely agree with you. The kind of friends and the circle that we've created out here, it's more for the long term rather than the short term, And that's also helped us ingrain ourselves more in the society and think of Dubai more as a long-term permanent residence rather than our home countries.
I've surrounded myself with ambitious friends that have stuff going on for them. And then friends that when they see that I'm doing something good, they pull out their pom-poms and they're my biggest cheerleaders and everything.
Yeah.
So I love that. And I think hands down, the friends circle that I've made here, nothing beats it.
Amazing.
Like it's amazing. We're like a big community and there's no I, there's we.
Very true.
That's not just in friends, but that's also in companies I've seen. There's a lot of like, okay, we're not I, we're a we.
Yeah.
And when you feel that, you feel like, okay, yeah, everyone's lifting each other's crowns. Everyone's being each other's backbone. I love that. Even out here, you will see, I don't know, someone's had a minor or major car accident. People step out there. They actually, give you a helping hand.
Yeah.
I know I'm really bad with suitcases, so my suitcase must have just gone down the escalator. I was like, I have to go down and grab it. It's literally someone that's picked it up there. Back in the UK, someone would just leave. It would just be watching it fall with me.
That bad, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
I wouldn't say if you become anti-UK, but the thing is, it's disappointed you on another level.
Mm.
And once, I think I'm a sort of person, once I'm disappointed, it's like paper, right? You scrunch it up, it won't go back to the same. Like once you've disappointed me or once you have literally put me off, I can't go back to how it is.
Mm. So moving away from Dubai is not an option for you?
Definitely not. I'm here to stay. The moment I had spent my first year, and when I reflect on how beautiful it was, and when I look back now, I have evolved so well as a person. And that is what Dubai has done for a lot of people.
Mm.
It evolves you. It brings the best out of you. And it literally makes you see your worth. To some people, maybe it gives them a very big ego boost that they get a bit too overconfident about it. But for me personally, Dubai has brought confidence to me. I was a person, I never used to do public speaking. I can speak to hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't confident in the way, even how I carried myself. Now I walk through with such confidence, and it attracts me more opportunities as well. I love it.
That's amazing.
I think the environment, it brings out the best in you.
I definitely agree. Yeah. So even in a competitive environment, it makes you more ambitious.
Yes.
You want to do a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in a more relaxed environment, you kind of get into your zone. You're happy with what you have. You're not looking forward to growing your business or growing in your career. Yeah. So I believe a competitive environment like Dubai brings out the best in everyone.
I personally feel motivated when I see competition.
Yeah.
It motivates you. But when I see in other places, other countries, they say competition, it literally demotivates them. It doesn't want to make them, run the extra mile.
But that's the mindset, Dubai and people in Dubai have that mindset that the competition is going to create a better version of you rather than a bad version of you. We take competition as a given.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in other societies, they treat competition as something which is bad.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be treated that way.
Yeah. It's like you're a mischievous child. You like to play with fire and you say, competition. Okay, let me dive in deep.
Exactly.
So that's literally how it works. That's how I am, definitely. The more competition, the better.
It's good to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into our next segment, which is the rapid fire.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, this is going to be
I love
nice.
Rapid fire.
Yeah?
Let me get ready.
I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Yes.
And you need to give me the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite place to dine?
Favorite place to dine? Oh. Call me cheap, but I'm from the UK. I like Bob's Fish and Chips.
Okay. That's very typical.
Yeah.
Favorite place to hang out with friends?
Favorite place to hang out? I think my favorite shisha place. I have many.
One.
Oh God. Cabana. Cabana in Jumeirah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Favorite place or co-working space to work?
Honestly, I'm out at any cafe, but for me, I'm self-employed. Home.
Home.
Yeah.
That's the place, best
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Favorite place to celebrate or to party?
I'm a good girl. I don't party. I'm joking.
To celebrate.
Honestly, I like beach clubs, so definitely.
Which one?
Oh God, so many. I go to so many. I like Palazzo Versace, so I go there. I sit there. Me time. Yeah.
Very interesting. Not a lot of people say that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually my solo place. I celebrate alone more than I celebrate with people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Favorite place for a date?
The guy's got to know. That's not my department.
What if you had to choose?
Oh God. Favorite place? Ooh, let's say Sushi Samba. Sushi Samba.
That's very typical.
I don't know.
Come up with something
I
nice.
have a long list.
You do?
I'm just saying Sushi Samba, keeping it safe. There are a bit more higher places out there.
Let's get to one of them.
I don't want people thinking, oh my God, she's a bit too much. Let's just keep it there. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Favorite nationality to hang out with, apart from the British?
Nationality to hang out with.
Yeah.
I love the Lebanese. I like Lebanese people.
They're fun people. Huh?
Yeah, the amount of people that are gonna watch this, it'll be like, yeah, I love Lebanese people.
Yeah.
It's so full of energy and like zero filter. The guys and the girls, amazing.
And they love to party.
And they're favorite.
And you say you don't
are
party.
all my habibis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Favorite beach?
Favorite beach? I definitely Kite Beach. I keep it like classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's the go-to place for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Meher, thank you for your time. It was lovely talking to you.
It was amazing being here as well. Great chat.
Once again, all the best.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes.